I'm Mark Schneider and you're watching Schneider Classics, and today we are working on the C10 again. There's the cat. So today I'm still in the middle of the video for that, but the problem is my battery's dead and I don't have a spare battery. So I need to go get a battery so I can finish the video on starting that, as well as need a battery to do this today. So that's not fun. I might have to grab the old booster box, run the battery and the booster box together to do that. But in the meantime, yes, you're a good cat. You can see I cleaned all this off. Holy, you are clingy today. Through the old metal sheet there's the old tailgate. I don't have a reason for the tailgate, so and funny enough, it works. So we got a working GMC rusty old creak tailgate. I'm not thinking put a bed back on this truck, so I don't really know what to do with this. I might make it into a bench because the back is still relatively, it's got a dent there, so something slid down and hit the center of the tailgate. These seem like they've, oh no, that's just some dirt. Like, that's actually a really good tailgate. It's missing the trim. Tell it probably had some trim along the top because it did come from this truck. And so, and this truck has trim and stuff all with it. The chrome trim, which I need to re-get. I don't have it. But used to be a set of chrome trim there, GMC. Good old tailgate. So I might make it into a bench because, you know what, that'd be cool. It matches the theme of everything else. It's like that old hood. This is an old like 54 GMC hood or whatever. I may throw it above my door there, just so, I don't know, keep stuff out of the doorway. Nice little awning. But you're playing with me, cat. I got this jacked up because I just wanted to see if this turned. Ooh, that's a bit rough. Because the drive shaft here, as you can see, it does turn both wheels. Oh, now it's playing stiff. Really, cat? You knocked my camera over. Really? You're a pain in the ass. That's what you are. Even though I got whole new drums and brake assembly for these, even the e-brake internals and everything, because I just went, you know what, I'm gonna have to pass this with safety. I've never taken them off. I don't even know how good they are, but I was like, you know what, screw it, just replace everything. The only things I'm keeping are the outer shields. So I'm hoping they look good and they look fine. Like, these drums are probably okay, but I gotta pass safety anyways. These drums probably need to be sheened because they might be pitted or anything. They might not be. I'll be honest, they might not be. Yes, cat, you're a good cat. So we'll see when we get there. Right now, I gotta pop the end of this diff off, drain whatever, inspect the diff. Then if you bit me, because I'm not giving you love, really? Take the plate off, inspect it all. If it's okay, then pop this off and fill her back up. I don't know. Tell me if this is supposed to go anywhere. I know it rotates fine. I know it turns all the gears. There's nothing in it, for one. And I can tell, like, it's fine, but I don't think there's any diff fluid in it. And is this not supposed to hook up somewhere? Otherwise, I feel like it's supposed to get dirt and mud in it for your diff. Where's that supposed to go? Your breather hole. Small grass. I don't know what that is. White dust. What do you want? You're annoying. That's what you are. So I'll go get my drain plug out here, put it in. I'm probably lowered this back down now that I know she's all free and stuff. That makes me question, does this work? I don't know if this e-brake system works or not. I'm gonna have to see. It might be stuck in there. Like, it might not be able to pull because it might be seized because the rubber passing. Otherwise, I gotta replace that. And something, okay, so my father was like, funny enough, I've never shown in any pictures or videos this rear end, because every other truck is leaf spring, whatever, and I knew this truck was not leaf spring. But it's the Performance nice joyride. Do you really gotta climb on the motor? Nice Performance leaf spring. I mean, normally you have your leaf spring, which bolts on the outside here and at the back, and you have a couple leaps. The less, like, those trucks have they're the 1 ton, so of course they have better suspension, but you would have like less leaps than those trucks in here. But I don't have that. I have the spring in shock system, which these are good shocks. I'm pretty sure the suspension was put on before I bought the truck. You're annoying. That's what you are. You're really annoying. Get this all set up. I don't know if that rubber's gonna hold. I'm laughing that that's rubber. I'm gonna keep that. That's fine. That's factory. It might be factory. I don't know. I doubt it, but if it is, I'm keeping it. If it gets called on the safety, then I'll replace it. Funny enough, the green truck 1 ton is held up by chain. You heard it here first. It has a bolt at the top and a bolt at the bottom and a piece of chain, and that's how the muffler is hooked up on that green 1 ton. You are annoying as all get out. That's what you are. So you look here, these are the cab supports for the cab, and then these are the box supports, but we're not throwing a box on here. I'm probably gonna figure out, I'm probably gonna stick maybe like a 2x4 from front to back and just get a trailer fender to cover this for now, with some mud flaps and some trailer lights for now. That's a ground for something. That's my license plate light. This license plate's supposed to stick right here. Yeah, I don't have lights. So that's a neat system. Oh, there's my trailer hookup. Oh, that comes all the way back. Look at that. So I have, this is where all my rear lights and stuff hook up to. I might hook it up like right here and here, the rear lights. It's going to look janky because the plan is just a little quick temporary thing just to get this on the road. So we're not going to worry about a box right now. This summer I'm going to probably build a nice metal box, you're annoying, on here. I got to get a drive shaft. I got to get this drive shaft lengthened. It's got to be extended, so guy probably has to cut this, make it bigger, stick it to there. I got to find where the ends are. Otherwise, I got to go steal them off the other truck. Because this was taken apart 3 years ago by the Mexican. He took it apart. Not you. So get all that set up. Got our main hanger bearing here. Yeah, I'm petting you. I don't know why he likes me. I mean to. Hey, Bobby Pisser? I don't know. I think he likes that I'm spending more time outside with him. But get all that set up. We got that hooked up. I don't have the mounts coming till like Thursday, so I can't just drop the transmission right on, because I got to slide the mounts in, bolt them up, and then bolt the transmission to the mounts and get that all set up. So got to get drive shaft made. That'll be done later this week. Get it in. Hopefully tonight can get the distributor in and it timed, and once it's done that, slide this cab. I gotta move that engine back there somewhere. Slide that cab over and take a couple 2x4s and slide it over. I have brand new cab mounts going on. Nice stuff. You're annoying. Yes, you are. Why are you so annoying? Yes, hi. Oh. But now we're going to work on this. So I'm probably, because this is not the most safe, because the suspension's fully lifted and everything, probably going to slide underneath here with the jack up the rear diff from the diff, undo all these bolts, tilt it forward a little bit, and drain all that. Drain out the fluid, put new gear fluid in it, and inspect it, because no, it needs to be inspected because it's probably not been looked after for a long time. I might need to make new brake lines for the rear here. The rest of my brake lines are fine. There's no leaks in them. Even here, there's no leaks. It looks a little wet there, so there might be a leak there, but there's no leaks in here in the entire brake line. And so my entire brake line is still hooked up. My fuel line is still hooked up. I gotta replace that hose. So I might be good on that. Maybe, doubtably. These rubbers might be sealed up, because as you can see, look how expanded that rubber is. So we'll see. We'll get around to doing that when I do put on the new brakes and bleed them. You cat are just annoying. That's what you are. Jeez Louise. But this is the nice suspension, and my father was telling me this is what they use on like performance and for gassers and for stuff, is this suspension, because you get a nicer air ride. You feel a lot better. I don't know, I didn't even know it was on here when I bought the truck. I don't know, suspension muffler is supposed to come through here. I'm probably in the future, not right now, in the future, what I want to do is stick actually the old 80s headers on, so they dump out the back. So it could come in right before this cross member, but not in here, because it just drops straight down. I don't like that. So it comes back here. Get off the engine, you cat. Comes right here, dumps right before the cross member comes out, and spits out before this suspension, and does that on both sides. I do eventually want to get that made, so my mufflers would sit in here. Yes, cat, you're awesome. You're annoying. Leave me alone. You're gonna come back, aren't you? So I'll drop this down and we'll get in here. Also, I'm sorry, I realize I'm becoming one of those old guys that just talks way too much about his truck and his project. Yeah, that needs to be changed. That's water with that gear oil. For sure. Oh, that's gross. Oh, I forgot a bolt. Good job, me. All right, that's popper. Oh, that's gross. Yeah. I need 2 hands to pop this inspection plate.
I said I'll hold on. It's a simple principle, but now I'm stuck on my own. I need to find a way to save myself. Since I'm not a hero, 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 since I'm not a hero.
it's nighttime now. We got the rear diff sealed up. I might have just to add a bit more fluid to it. But she's sealed, she ain't leaking. She's holding up tight. No, she's not leaking. It's all dry. Or is it? I don't know. I don't know if that's from before, because that's dirty. That's not clean. If it was just dripping out, because I wiped this down before. So also, then why is it wet? I'm gonna have to leave that there overnight and check. That should be good. It's torqued the spec, so the only way it's not sealing is if the gasket's fucked. Which then I'll have to buy a new gasket. But if she's leaking a little bit, that's fine. I'll just top it off for now. I'm a little bit of a hack. Like this, I'm just getting this truck done. It's not maybe a pretty show truck. This is getting done so I can drive it on the farm. But we got our distributor on, timed. We're at top center cylinder 1. It's pointing at cylinder 1. Spaced evenly. So, oh, I'm gonna need to hook this up. Hook my one lead in there and test it. But first, we're not even gonna fire with the spark plug because I don't want to fire her with the spark plug. We're gonna hook up the battery and hook up the starter and get her to rotate a couple times if she's good. With the brand new battery I just bought. The old battery failed on us, and to give it credit, that battery's 5 years old, and that's the thing I've been jumping vehicles with, moving the tractor with, starting the truck with for like the last 5 years. So it's it finally killed itself. So bought a brand new battery, spaking brand new. So I'm just going to jack up this rear end a little bit because the tail end's hanging low, and it shouldn't be. Level it up a bit more because that shouldn't be touching. Once she's set in straight, we'll kick her over a bit. Take my screwdriver and sock it off. Really, cat? It poofed! Yeah! Yeah! Alright, I got it for the GoPro already, for the video, but let's steal some of it. Where can I put this for the Instagrams or whatever? Yeah! Oh, that runs good! Oh! Yes! Oh. I don't think you understand how happy that makes me. I know this motor is a high kilometers motor because I could tell when I took the intake off, the back two drain plates, drain holes or whatever were really worn out. And also when I took off the intake, I noticed that this had so much exhaust buildup from the intake side. I cleaned it out a bit first before I put it back on. So I knew this motor was rough, but that runs awesome. This is like 5 days of work of first hooking up the transmission and getting this motor that doesn't run because it needs a top end rebuild. Then going and buying this motor, taking everything off of that motor, putting this motor in, then putting everything on this motor, hooking it all back up, getting it mounted, getting the cross member mounted, the transmission. We checked the rear diff today and saw that it's pretty much brand new. Like that, a limited slip diff, like the best diff I could have on this damn thing. Got to get a drive shaft, this drive shaft extended to having that run, and it ran for a bit because I filled up the bowl. There's no fuel line. There's nothing hooked up there for the fuel line, so it'd take a bit. But just getting it running off just a little tiny bit of gas, and it runs, is awesome. I gotta stop my Instagram video here because that's probably too long now, and I gotta edit that down. But oh, that makes me happy. That makes me the happiest I could be. So plan is tomorrow is measure this drive shaft, take it out, measure it properly of how long it has to get extended, because I got to go drop it off at the drive shaft place and get that done. Hook that up, tighten up the engine mounts and stuff. I gotta wait till the transmission mounts come in. Until the transmission mounts come in, this piece of wood block is my transmission mount. Yes, that's sketchy. Yes, that's redneck. Don't do that. The rear end is done. Like, I haven't done brakes yet, but I have to see about that. But the rear end is done. The drive shaft has to be made and hooked up. The front of the motor is done. Like, cause it runs. I gotta put the cab on, get the wiring harness done. Like, now it's easy. Now it's all the easy stuff. All the time and labor, like stuff that like there's no fun of it in it. It just takes a lot of time. But oh, to have a motor run, like, you have to understand this. This is like 4 or 5 days of work, of me working after class, of me just running around with my freaking head cut off, having a motor seize on me, and just buying a sketchy motor. Well, the guy is a good guy. I know the guy. Well, I definitely trust the guy now, because I know I know the guy because I dated his sister. So you never know if he's saying chief screw you over. To have a running motor, just run. I timed it myself. We got the pilot bearing in, like, all this stuff I did myself. And funny treat, I treated myself. Have chrome. We have chrome valve covers coming, so this may be eliminated. This, where they have one for a gasket and one for this sensor, so maybe plugged up and get this in. Probably on that side, get this side. This will just be eliminated. I don't really, it makes sense if you have it. I don't, just getting rid of it. I gotta hook up this vacuum still. Hook up that vacuum hose. Oh, it's just little bits now to the engine bay, get the cab on, get it mounted, and success. So guys, like, if you guys enjoyed this video, because I enjoyed this video, it was a pretty lame video, and then we got to hear her run. and bam, and fire, and kablooey. And I didn't even have to plug it in. Oh. We'll hook up all the radiator hoses, the alternator will get hooked up. Everything here will slowly get played with and hooked up and wired up. I'm happy. I am as happy as can be. This pulled that bottom hose out. That's fine. I gotta put all these hoses up, hook everything up for the liquid system. Like, this is on a roll. We're starting to get to the point where this is awesome. By the end of the week, I'm hoping to have it running and driving. Yeah, that's a tall order. But if we get the cab on and the wiring harness done and get it all running and driving where I can move it back and forth in the yard with just the cab on, wiring done, I'll be happy as all hell. Because from that point, then it's just getting the front clip done, and she'll be going on temp insurance to get all the last little things done for safety, like the windshield, the brakes, and all that. So that's the plan going forward. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm happy. So she runs. That's awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Schneider Classics. Like, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see us build this thing, like, look, in under a week, I got her running. I got it running in under a week. Changed out the entire engine by myself. Put a transmission in by myself. I'm just a 20-year-old guy figuring this stuff out for the first time. Last weekend we got the cab done. I like this chrome. We're getting her done. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Enter down in the description below because we got a giveaway going on. Like, I'm happy as all get out. This has made me giddy and happy.
Since I'm no hero, since I'm not a hero.